Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Last class we saw Kanda Nadai, few interesting coreways. I taught you some interesting concepts. Today I will wind it up as a part of this class on whatever we saw on Kanda Nadai with a complete review, and I will also teach you how to go about it interestingly using several aspects of Misra Jampatalam and Kanda Chapatalam, because there are multiples of 5 and 10 beats. So we can use those concepts, and then I will teach you more in the class. Before I get into the class, I will start this class with the Tirukkural. Atravar என்பார் அவா அற்றார் மற்றையார் அற்றாக அற்றது இலர். What is the meaning of it? எதிலும் பற்றில்லாதவர்கள் பிறவியற்றவர்களாவர். If you are detached from everything, you will not have a rebirth. That's what Thiruvallur states in this Tirukkural. ஆசைக்கு அடிமையானவர்களுக்கு பிறவியிலிருந்து விடுதலை இல்லை. If a person is a slave to the desire, he will have rebirth, and that's an assurance Thiruvallur states here in this Tirukkural. With this good thought, we'll enter into the class. We are now in level 5. We are going through Kanda Nadai in different ways. I've also taught you some interesting concepts of how to go about Kanda Nadai itself. Now you conceptualize your own ideas of taking stacks of 5, 10, 15, 20, and then grouping that and then trying to tell in the specific thala. Before you get into Kanda Nadai, I told you to do the exercises of putting it in Kanda Chapatalam and Misra Jati Jampatalam, Kanda Jati Ekathalam. All those thalas will help you to ascertain where the landings will come in Kanda Nadai in Adithalam. That's important. I'll teach you a few more interesting coreways. Again, this will all be part of your homework and advanced learnings, because you need to mark and then ensure that how it comes in Kanda Nadai. I will have a review with you when you do the classes, and I will see your notes, how your marking is right, or if there is any correction needs to be made, I will make those corrections. The first coreway which you can add to your vocabulary or as part of Kanda Nadai curriculum can be this. Taddi taka dina dina tam, taddi taka dina dina tam, tataka dina dina tam, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatum, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatum, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatan ta. That you have to try in Kanda Chapatalam also. Taddi taka dina dina tam, taddi taka dina dina tam, tataka dina dina tam, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatum, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatum, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatan, taddi kitatan tha. As you do this Kanda Chapatala for each 2.5s, draw a line, and that should be part of your Adithalam Kanda Nadai. You should make those notes. That's a homework for you. The next coreway, ta-dum, 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 ta-dikita-tan-ta, ta-dum, 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 taka ta dikita ta di ta dum ta dum ta dum taka dim ta dikita dum taka ta dikita dum ta dikita ta. Here, tadhum tadhum tak. What is it? Tadhum tadhum ta. Tadhum is 3. Tadhum is 4. Tak is 3. 4, 3, 4, 3. It's a 10. Tadhum tadhum ta. Tadim tat tadim. Tadim tat tadim. Dum tadim tat tadim. Tadum tat dum ta. Tadum ta dum ta. Dum. Tadiketa da. Tadum ta dum ta. Dum. Taka tadiketa da. Tadum ta dum ta. Dum. Taka tadiketa dum. Taka tadiketa dum. Tadiketa dum tadim. So you should get that lines where you need to draw the line in Adithalam. Do that working. So as I told you, Kanda Chapu will establish you. Again, the progression what I use is tadum tadum takudum tadiketatum. Tattadum tadum takudum takatadiketatum. So it's a 5, then it's a 7. Tadittadum takudum takadikatadiketatum. So it's when you add, and then the progression is increasing. You also add a phrase which also gets increased. Takadikatadiketatum, takatadiketatum, tadiketatum. There's a gap, including gap to make it 80 even. So this is a good korvai which you can play even vanilla in Chatusra, Ganda Chapatalam or Misra Jampatalam, and you can also do it in Kanda Nadai. Idea is it's a multiple learnings you're getting now. That's the second korvai. The third korvai is pretty interesting. Taditaka dina din dat tang, tadikita to dagang, titaka dina din dat tang, tadikita to dagang, taka dina din dat tang, tadikita to dagang. So this, I will tell you the maths behind it. Taditaka dina is 8. Dintat thang tadikitatum. Dintat thang is 7. Dhim tat thang 2 plus 2 plus 3. Tadikitatum. So 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. So the breakup I have taken for a 20 and a grouping of phrases goes like this. Taditaka dina dhintha thang tadikitatum. So that is 120. Okay, so it's a 20 akshara phrase. Tit taka dina. Again, an 8 is broken up as tit taka dina. 2 plus 3 plus 3. Dinta again is 4. Thang tadikitatum. This is again a 20, which is different flavor. Taka dina dinta thang. Taka dina is equal distribution of taka dina. 4 aksharas. Taka in its lower form. Taka dinna dinta tang tadikitatum. That's again a 5 beat. So when I am forming this Nadai, I am trying to do with all 20. Tadittaka dina din tang tadikita tada. Tittaka dina din tang tadikita tada. Taka dinna din tang tadikita tada. So I have divided that first part like that. Tadikitatum tadikitatada. Tadikitatum tadikitatada. Taga tigi kikitaga togum tadikitatada. This is the progression. So this first time when I'm doing tadikitatum tadikitatum. So a stack of 5 in a multiple of 2. Tadikitatum is 2 beats. Tadikitatum tadikitatum tang. Then stack of 3. Tadikitatum tadikitatada. I'm putting padding 2 progressive tadikitatum. Then when I'm taking a stack of 4, taga, tigi, kiki, taga, togo, when I'm taking it as a 4, I'm making a progression of tadikitatada. So now when I tell the korvai, then you will appreciate the beauty. Tadittaka dina din dat tang tadikitatada. Tittaka dina din dat tang tadikitatada. Taka dinna din tatang tadikitatada. Tadikitatum tadikitatada. Ta di ke gitak tung tadikitatada. Taga ti ke gitaga togum tadikitatum tadim. This I composed. This composition has got its beauty because It has a creativity. You have a 12, 3 and a 5 combination of 20. This 20 phrase is represented in variety of ideas. Tittaka dinna dinta tong, taka dinna dinta tong, tadiketa tum tadiketa tum, tadiketa tung tadiketa tadiketa kum, tagati gigita gatogum tadiketa tadiketa tadiketa. Let me repeat this chorus. Tittaka dinna dinta tong, tadiketa tada, tittaka dinna dinta tong, tadiketa tada, taka dinna dinta tong, tadiketa tada, tadiketa tum tadiketa tada. Tag dig gig tak tung tadiketa tadiketa kada tag dig gig tak tung tadiketa 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 kada. You can go like that. You'll keep moving into that space and then try to play some other ideas. This is one of the idea I want to do, capture and table in this class. The next idea of Kanda Nadai is very interesting chorus again. This is played by Shivaraman sir quite a bit in most of his concerts, and this chorus predominantly most of the musicians laya with ones repeat it. It's a good Kanda Nadai chorus. Tattakita kadakadakadum tattak dittik kikik tattak dung dung. That is the first part. Tattakita kadakadakadum. That's a constant. Tattakita kadakadakadum taga tigi kigi taga togum. Next is stack of. First time when you do it, you take a stack of 5. Tak diti kiki kitaka dundung. So for each finger you get it okay. The next is stack of 4. Tattakita kadakadakadum taga tigi kigi taga togum. The next stack is stack of 3. Tattakita kadakadakadum ta di kita tum. Tattakita kadakadakadum ta di kita tum. So you come up to that point. Then you have to play tadikita tataka digi tadikita tadikita tatta ding tadikita 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 kata. So tadikita tum, then you give 10 carve tadikita tatta ding tadikita tadikita tatta ding tadikita 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 kata. So the whole chorus when you express it, it comes out beautifully. Tattakita kadakadakadum tattak dittik kikik tattak dundung. Tattakita kadakadakadum dakati kikik takatug. Tattakita kadakadakadum dakati kikik takatug. Tattakita kadakadakadum daktik tatto. Tadikita tatta ding. Tadikita tadikita ding. Tadikita tadikita tadim. 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 Kadakadakadum tadim. Can go like that. So it's another way of representing Kanda Nadai. The last in this class, I wanted to table this also as part of this curriculum for Kanda Nadai, which is a classic chorus. You try do the marking in various talas as I told you, and also you should ensure that you get into Kanda Nadai. Taddum tangada tagadarikada tagadam. Tit tangada tagadarikada tagadam. Tattu tangada tagadarikada tagadam. Tit tangada tagadarikada tagadam. Tangada tagadarikada tagadadi. Ketattu. Tadi ketattu. Tadi ketattu. Tadi ketattu. Tadi ketattum. Tadi ketattu. Tadi ketattum. Tadi ketattum. Takkada tagadum. So the formation is very simple. Tit tangada tagadarikada taga is the phrase. That is the base theme. Then you decrease the car rate. Taha. First time when you give four car ways. Second time you give 2 carveis. The third time you give 0, 4 to 0. The progression of carveis goes like that. And towards the end, you take a phrase of 20 phrase. Tadikitatum, 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 tadikit. The tadikitatum 3 times with in one gap makes it 20. So it comes for 4 beats. You repeat it for thrice. So it comes for 12 beats beautifully. Tadikitatum, 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 tadakitatum, 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 tadim. So this whole chorway you should be able to play with great force. As you play the sequence, then you should be able to play this chorway also. This is the base idea. This last, if you look at it, Tadi Kedatam, we're repeating 3 times. Instead of that, what you can do, I've taught you taking the midpoint, you should do the earlier phrase and the later phrase with the different innovative ideas. So what you can do is Tadiketago, 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 Tadiketatum, Tadiketagum, Tadiketagum, Tadiketagada, Tadiketagada, Tadiketagada. So instead of 4 into 3, 12, you can choose a method of 3, 4 and a 5, which is again a 12. Tadiketago, Tadiketago, Tadiketatum, 3 phrases. Tadiketatum, 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 4 phrases. Tadiketagada, Tadiketagada, Tadiketagada. So you can use these ideas and build that. So when you are playing so it's a 3, 4 and 12. Tadiketata, 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 Tadiketatum, Tadiketatum, Tadiketata, 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 Tadiketatum, Tadim, Tadim. You can play like that. Or you can do a 5, 4 and a 3. It'll be much more interesting. Tadiketata, 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 Tadiketatum, Tadiketatum, Tadiketata, 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 Tadiketatum, Tadim. So you can land with the Kanda Nadai. So that's another approach. It's okay. Now, getting to playing different sequences, I'll teach a couple of few more because I think which will make it wholesome in Kanda Nadai. Tadimita, Tadimita Kadimi. So now, Tadimita, if you choose this pattern, how you can approach it? There is a way, there's one interesting lesson which I thought I should teach. This is predominantly played in Pioneer School. So I think it's a good, now Pioneer School for forte is playing this Kanda Nadai and Visarjam Badalam. So you can learn this. This is a wonderful sequence. Tadimi Tangadega Dimi Taka, Tadimi Tangadega Dimi Taka, Tadimi Tangadega Dimi Taka, Tangadega Dungadega, Tarikatega. Dumkatega, Dumkatega, Tarikatega. Dumkatega is 3, Dumkatega is 3, Takatarikatega is 4. 3 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. Even the sequence, Tadimi Tankatega Dimi Taka, Tadimi is 3, Tankatega is 3, Dimi Taka is 2 plus 2, 4. 3, 3 and a 4. So the sequence is 3, 3, 4. The phrase is 3, 3, 4. Beautifully poised. Tadimi Tangadega Dimi Taka, Tadimi Tangadega Dimi Taka, Tadimi Tangadega Dimi Taka, Tangadega Tangadega Tarikatega. So you do it as a typical lesson, reduce it, and the until reduction part I will play, and then I will explain you how to finish, which is the beauty behind this sequence. Like that you should finish. I will teach you towards the end. Tadimi Tangadega Demi Taka, Tangadega Tangadega Tarikatega, Tadimi Tangadega Demi Taka, Tangadega Tangadega Tarikatega. Then Tangadega Tangadega Tarikatega, Tangadega Tangadega Tarikatega, Tangadega Tangadega Tarikatega, Tangadega Tangadega Tarikatega. Tamgadega, Kadega Tarikatega, Tamgadega, Kadega Tarikatega, Tamgadega Tarikatega, Tangadega Tarikatega, Tangadega Tarikatega down. Tangadega Tarikatega down. Tangadega Tarikatega down. So the end part is Tom kittataka, kittataka, thari kittataka, Tom kittataka, kittataka, thari kittataka. Tom kittataka, kittataka, thari kittataka. It's a 4-beat. You play in a higher speed for 2 beats. Tom kittataka, kittataka, thari kittataka, Tom kittataka, kittataka, thari kittataka. So these are twice you repeat. Tom kittataka, thari kittataka, Tom kittataka, thari kittataka. Repeat a 6-syllable phrase fast, in a fast tempo. Tom kittataka, kittataka, thari kittataka, Tom. Tom kittataka, kittataka, thari kittataka, Tom. That is the ending Tirmanam. All put together, it forms in Kanda Nadai. That's the beauty. Like that it will come. So I want you to practice this as well. Another aspect of Kanda Nadai, you can play this sequence also. So tat is a fact phrase of 10 syllables. Taka din dimmi taka taka din dimmi taka taka din dimmi taka tat din. So when it comes in Kanda Nadai, tadim 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 taka tadim tadim taka tadim taka dimmi taka tadim taka tadim taka dimmi taka tadim tadim taka tadim taka taka tadim taka taka tadim taka taka tadim taka taradar taka tadim taka taka tadim taka tadim taka taradar taka tadim taka taradar taka tadim taka so that's how we should adapt this particular sequence into Kanda Nadai. So these are all the learnings. I've given you different ideas, concepts, forming of phrases, how to fit into the particular theme. And with this, with these several ideas, you should try to establish and strengthen your knowledge. And then you can go places. I think you can build on this tremendously. This is only the tip of the iceberg. And I want you to do more on this. The more you play, the more ideas you get. So I want you to play more into this to get the better hang of it. I'll conclude this class with the Thirukural. I'll see you in the next class with the aspects of Tisranadai interpretation in other thalas. Anjuvadorum marane, Uruvane Vanjipado Orum Ava. What is the meaning of it? Uruvan Avavirku Anji Valvade Aram. A person should always be paranoid about not having desire state. That is the wisdom state. Enanil Uruvane Chorvu Kandu Kedupadu Vanjipadu Asige. The only desire can make a person tired and also it will do harm to him. So the best way is to get rid of the desire, which is the highest state. With this good thought, I'm concluding this class. This concludes the Kanda Nadai, where I covered basic concepts and I've also given you some ideas how to go about it. I will teach you more as part of level 6 on more learnings on Kanda Nadai. This I'm concluding. I'll see you in the next episode with Tisranadai approaches for other thalas.